Grade 5s. We are here with Mr. Hotazo. This is a natural science and technology class. And today's topic is going to be on the properties of metals, okay? So we're going to be talking about different metals, and also we're going to be talking about a few non-metals. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to list different metals and their properties. You should also be able to compare properties and metals and non-metals, okay? So you should be able to compare the properties of non-metals and metals. Okay, first I'd like to ask you a few questions. Number one, what do you need when building a house? What do you think you need when building a house? If you can, just type it on the chat box. Oh, okay. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda says you will need bricks or wood. Okay, correct. What else though? Welcome back, Amanda. Okay, Malik. Yes, Malik? Yes, Malik? Yeah.
I was late for it because my connection wasn't working so well.
No, I can't hear you.
So I was late.
Oh, okay. All right, no worries.
My connection.
Okay, no, it's good. Don't worry.
So what are we talking about, sir?
No, we're talking about properties of metals and non-metals, okay?
I know one, sir. It's a chef.
Okay.
It's a Joseph.
Yeah.
Zinc. Zinc is like a like I think
Yeah.
of one.
Okay, I don't know if there's something wrong with your mic. I can't hear you at the back, but it's fine, okay? Okay, Leleti says you will need cement, bricks, and metal. And Lesedi says bricks, cement, zinc for the roof, okay? All right, thank you. I can see dull metal is not shiny. It is rusted. Okay, all right. Thank you. If you don't mind, just send the messages to the class, okay? Then if you have any message that you're directing to me, it's fine, you can send it to me, but send it to everyone so that they can see your answers, okay? All right, thank you. So I heard a lot about bricks. I heard about some steel. I heard about metal, is it metal pipes or something like that? I saw some zinc for the roof. I saw bricks, cement, and yeah. So generally, there are different types of materials that you need to build a house, and each of those materials will have their own properties, which make them suitable for that specific use. So I want you to tell me which types of metals have you identified at home? Okay. Amanda says that she saw some nails. And I'm sure they're made of steel. What else? Hi, Ntando. Pots. Keys, okay, correct. So those are some things that you find at home which are made of metals. But I want you to tell me which types of metals can we see? And a type doesn't refer to the item, but it refers to the material used to make the item, okay? Malik? Malik, I see your hand is raised up. Okay, all right, let's continue. So, we're going to talk about a few properties of metals, okay? So, oh, Malik, is it you?
My direct report, the people that reported to me.
All right, yeah.
So I have two in the report, two in data analytics, and I had.
Okay, we can't hear you because there's someone
one person
talking
in
at the back,
administration.
okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about a few properties. Number one, the first property we talk about is the malleability, okay? Malleability, remember, refers to whether the item or the metal can be beaten into a specific shape, okay? So that's what it means when a material is malleable. And we gave an example with gold. We said that gold is the most malleable metal because it is very soft and generally that's why it is so malleable, means it can be hammered or beaten into a thin sheet or any specific shape, okay? Another property that we're going to talk about is how solid and strong they are and how ductile they are. So let's continue. Okay. So other properties of metals are referred to how lustrous or shiny and silvery the metals are. So we see a lot of this, more especially when they are new. You know, if you buy a new cutlery, it's always shiny, but after a few years, it's no longer shiny. And who knows why it loses its shine? Can somebody tell us why it loses its lustrousness? Okay, Malik. Malik wants to say something. Yes, Malik?
A zinc.
Huh?
A zinc is metal.
Yeah, true.
A hammer.
Hmm?
Hammer.
Yeah. What about a hammer? I asked the question. Okay, let's see if Amanda heard the question. Amanda?
Sir?
Why do metals lose their shininess or their shine?
It's either that they stay in the sun too long, or it's not.
Okay.
It's
not?
either it's not. It stays in the sun too long,
Oh.
or they have stayed for a lot of time, and it's also depending on the room temperature.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. What is the most common reason, guys? What is the most common reason why we buy them shiny, just like these on the board, and then after some time they're no longer shiny? Why is it? Malik, do you want to give an answer? Let's have Leletu. Leletu.
Sir,
Yes.
um, um, actually, we bought silver spoons, and then they are no more shiny because they had stayed for many years, and it conjures it conjures the air conjures the like it's the water that makes them not shiny, sir.
Okay.
And it's maybe when they sit outside for a long time in the sun.
Okay.
And they get all from air and water, sir.
Okay. All right. Class, the main reason why metals lose their shininess is because as they're used throughout the days and the weeks and the years, they get tiny little scratches, okay? And those tiny little scratches become so many that the surface is no longer fine enough and therefore they stop shining, okay? So that's why they need to be polished again. And sometimes when you polish, you actually use it as a rough is it let me just remember the word. Use a rough, let me just remember the word. But you use a rough material and then you use a softer one and a finer one and a finer one until it gets shiny again. But that's generally to remove the the, the scratches first. So some scratches won't be as deep as others, and some will be deeper than others. But generally, you're dealing with the scratches. Okay. Okay, Malik wants to say something.
It's when you use it too long, sir.
When you use it too long.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Malik. So, another property to take note of when you talk about metals is that they're usually cold to touch, okay? So metals generally are very cold, okay? And that's one of the properties. The next is that metals are usually solid at room temperature, okay? So they need very high temperatures for them to change their state. For them to become solid, for them to become liquid, I mean, they need very high temperatures, okay? Okay. Let's talk about non-metals, and I'll talk about a few properties of non-metals. Okay, I see. Okay. Amanda says that some metals lose their shine because they are going on a rusting stage. Okay, I agree with you. But remember, Amanda, not all metals rust. Okay, some are rust resistant, but they can still lose their shine. Metals feel cold when you touch them because They are good conductors of heat, 100%. Thank you for that, Amanda. All right, let's talk about nonmetals. Nonmetals generally can be very flexible, okay? So for example, when you talk about rubber is very flexible. And where they can also be very hard and they can also be brittle like glass. Meaning they break easily, okay? So they can either be soft or flexible. They can either be hard or brittle. Like a ruler, yes, a ruler is very flexible. Okay. So other properties of metals to take note of is that they do not have a shiny appearance, but they tend to be dull. And another instance of this is like stone. Not all stones are, okay, stones are not shiny at all on their own, unless if they're polished. And then, okay, wood as well is not shiny. Which other non-metals are not shiny? Which other non-metals are not shiny? Sponge, tissue, okay. Wood, okay. Thank you, Elijah. Bushia says tissues. Lesedi says paper. Okay. All right. Kukano also says paper. All right, thank you guys. So non-metals are generally grouped into different categories like ceramics, wood, rubber, plastics, glass. And these ones, on the other hand, as opposed to metals, they neither feel hot nor cold, okay? They neither feel hot nor cold. Okay, so what I want you to take out of this lesson for today is that metals and non-metals have comparable properties, meaning they have properties which can be similar and different to each other. And these properties also help us identify which materials or which type of material we are working with. And this also helps us so that we may use it in a very effective way. Okay, thank you. Now I want you to tell me what you have learned from today's lesson. And if there are questions, I'll take your questions now. I see Malik wants to say something as well as Amanda.
That
Yes,
metal can get soft in that metal can get rusty.
Oh, you learned that metal can get rusty.
Yes, sir.
Can we talk about that? Why does metal get rusty?
Because if you use it too long and then you scrub it with the scrubber thing, then it's gonna get like brown and it's gonna get crusty.
All right, thank you. Let me give you a fun fact about metals and why they develop rust, okay? So, metals develop rust when you expose them not only to water, but to both water and oxygen, okay? So if you expose rust to water and then to oxygen, rust begins to develop on the metal. So that is why rust occurs, okay? Okay, let's take Amanda. Amanda? 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 Okay, Amanda. All right, no worries. Let's see here, Kura. Kura. Okay, I need you to tell me what you have learned from today's lesson, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Today I've learned about properties of metals and
Okay.
how the how metals can develop a rust and
Mm-hmm.
how does metal acquire the rust become brown like bronze.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Kura. Okay, Bushle says that she learned about the properties of metals and non-metals. Okay. Kugana says that she learned about the properties of metals and non-metals. Lisedi says that she learned that metals and non-metals have different properties and some similar, and how and why rust occurs, okay? And how to tell the difference between a metal and a non-metal. Wow, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Lesedi. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you a class activity, okay? So I'm going to give you roughly 5 minutes, and I want you to tell me how to make dull objects shiny again, okay? I want you to tell me how to make dull objects shiny again. So your time starts now. When you're done, just raise up your hand and then I'll let you give us your answer, okay? Okay, someone says by polishing them, but what does it mean to polish? I don't want that kind of an answer. What do you mean by polish? What does it mean to polish? What do you use? What substances to use? When I say investigate, I mean do a bit of research. Okay, Malik has her hand raised up. So let me get an answer from Malik quickly. Yes,
So
Malik.
you have to scrub it with another like a soft texture to make it soft.
There's someone talking at the back, Malik. I can't hear you.
That's okay, it's fine, sir.
Malik, just type your answer on the chat box, okay? If you can, type your answer and post it on the chat box. Kura. Kura.
I asked my mother what she uses for the rust the other day, and she said she
Yeah.
uses big carb of soda, and then she puts a little bit of vinegar in it, and she leaves it.
100%.
Sometimes becomes clean.
She
Sometimes the
uses
rust comes.
she uses vinegar and bicarbonate of soda.
Yes.
Okay. And then what material does she use?
She after that she throws that out
No, I
after
mean
like
what?
an hour, and
Okay.
then she wipes it out, and then sometimes it becomes more shiny.
Yeah. Do you mind typing that on the chat box?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind?
I don't mind, sir.
All right. Please post it first. Okay. Do we have different answers? Malik, do you want to say something? Okay, Kutlano says okay, no. Kutlano says
No, sir.
use acid like lemon and then soup. And Kutlano. Okay, Leslie says lemon juice. Malik says you can scrub the zinc. Okay. All right. Lesedi also says that you can polish them by using a rough material as well as a soft material, salt, baking soda, and vinegar. Okay, 100%. Thank you for that, Lesedi. Okay, Elijah, do you want to say something? All right, Malik. Elijah, do you want to say something?
Hello, sir.
Hi, Elijah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Sir, you use baking soda,
Mm-hmm.
vinegar,
Okay.
and half a lemon.
Enough a lemon. Okay.
Yes. Then you scrub it hard with a brush.
You scrub it with a brush.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. That's correct. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Elijah. Okay, apart from vinegar and baking soda and lemons, what else can you use? Okay, Leleti says you can scrub the zinc and then polish it. Okay. All right. I want you to do a bit of research, guys. So I want you to find the answers quickly and then come back, okay? Okay, Leletu says, Leletu says that you can add bicarbonate of soda with something sour. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's take in more answers. Oh, Lunga has an interesting answer. Lunga says that you can soak metal in Coke. All right. Okay, I'm giving you 1 more minute. From there, we are going to do some corrections or some suggestions on what to use when you want to make dull metals shiny again, okay? How come Lunga, Ntando, Furaha, Ethan, how come they're not participating? Okay, Lunga, oh, Lunga's here. Lunga says, my mom uses Brasso. Okay. Gurana says you can use soapy water and hot water, or soapy water or hot water. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, let's continue. Let's go through the corrections, okay? So somebody said that you can use vinegar and bicarbonate of soda or cream of tartar, okay? That is absolutely true. Yes, you can use these and they will definitely clean, remove the scratches and also clean the surface, okay? Okay, I see Kura gave an answer. Let me see here. Kura says with bicarbonate of soda and vinegar. Okay, it says then let it sit for a little time, then scrub it. Or dip aluminum foil in vinegar. To scrub phosphoric acid, it will dissolve the rust and baking soda. Malik says you use chick. All right. Okay, another method is by polishing the metal surface, okay, and rubbing it with a fine abrasive. So with a fine abrasive until all the scratches are removed. So an abrasive is a material that you can use to actually remove scratches by wiping it, okay? And you can use that to remove the scratches. Okay, or you could scrub it with something that doesn't contain bleach, or maybe, for example, a cloth which is embedded with baking soda, or a scrub powder such as Bonami. Okay, and when it comes to zincs, for example, you can use, okay, you can scrub the zinc with a detergent or soapy substance, and then you can use a non-abrasive sponge to rinse it. And then you can scrub the zinc again with baking soda paste. You can mix it a bit with water and then rinse, or with a soapy substance, and then you can use a regular sponge to wipe down the zinc with vinegar, okay? Then finally, you can buff the surface with some oil, or you can use a microfiber cloth, which is usually used to wash window glasses, okay? Or to wash windows. Now, as we all saw, there are different things or different methods that you can use to make dull objects shiny again, okay? Now I see we are still getting some inputs. Kura says, Kura, can you just raise up your hand? I want you to read this because you're copying from somewhere.
Some back.
Oh, Amanda, you're back.
Yes.
All right. Did you get the question?
No.
It's on the board.
So maybe you can plate it with paint or something.
I want you to investigate, do some research, and then come back.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right. Kura. 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 Okay, let me read Kura's answer. Kura says that the acetic acid in this common household in this common household product is acidic enough to dissolve rust. So the first sentence says acetic acid is common enough to dissolve rust, and you can soak smaller things like earrings and wiping them into surface with an old cloth, okay? Kura, I don't want you to just copy and paste from Google, okay? I want you to read out your answers. So Amanda, I'm going to give you a chance to give us your answer. And I'm also going to give Kura, in fact, just raise up your hand if you want to say an answer, and then we'll take your answers from there. So don't post them on the chat box. Let's you.
Sir?
Yes.
I said making metal shine is easy and inexpensive. With a little elbow grease and a bottle of white vinegar, you can make any metal shiny with those ingredients.
Okay, what is elbow grease?
Done, sir. Elbow grease, sir.
Yeah, what is elbow grease? Let's you. All right, you no longer have letter 2 with us, yeah? Okay. Amanda, let's hear.
So,
Yes, Amanda.
as I was saying in my passage, from what I understood,
Mm-hmm.
is that you'll need a few slices of lemon and water and
Okay.
vinegar.
Yeah.
And by that, with those ingredients, you can make your own. You can make your own spray to dust inside your house, which you can
Mm-hmm.
go from dull to shiny, and
Okay.
it won't cost you any money. You just need some supplies
Okay.
and
All
an
right. Thank you,
empty
Amanda. Mm-hmm.
and a empty container.
Yes. Okay, that's correct, Amanda. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Does someone have another answer? Lelet, do you still want to say something? Malik? We're not yet done with the class, but we are almost done, okay? I'm just taking answers from you, and then we will conclude today's lessons, okay?
Sir,
Yes.
Albert Chris. Sir,
So,
Yeah.
my mother doesn't actually scrub the pots. Moenie lieg.
Okay. All right, Malik.
Thank you, sir. Guys,
Okay, thank you, Malik. Malik.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks, eh?
It's a pleasure, sir.
Let's you. Let's you.
sir, you said what is Albert Chris? Sir?
Hmm? Yes, I
You
wanted to
say
know
he
if
asked me a question.
you understood what elbow grease is. Because you said it needs a bit of elbow
Yes,
grease and
Albert
some
Chris
vinegar.
is an idiom for working hard. Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, you're right. Elbow grease is an
Albert
idiom
Chris,
for working hard
you should.
and putting in some effort, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. It's a manual labor.
Manual
It's
labor,
a figure of
100%.
speech for.
Yes. Thank you.
It is a. Okay.
Okay, no, I think that's just about it, guys. Okay, Amanda posted here saying elbow grease is an informal noun and it refers to hard work, vigorous work, polishing or cleaning. All right. Thank you, grade 5. This was a good lesson and I really enjoyed your participation. I really hope to see you again tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to our next lesson, okay? Thanks again. Bye.